Am I audible to everyone? Hello.
Hello.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, great. Awesome. So let's begin today's session. So back and neck straight. Just gently close the eyes and start observing your breath. The natural flow of your breath as you inhale and as you exhale. Just keep the mind on the breath. And as you go deeper, just begin to naturally shift to the process of Puraka and Rechaka. Slow, long, and deep inhalation. Slow, long, and deep exhalation. And now just slowly introduce the practice of Kumbhak. Inhale, hold the breath for 2 seconds, and then exhale. Just keep working with the breath, keeping the mind constantly on the breath. Now let's just mentally prepare ourselves for chanting Om 3 times, followed by 3 Shanti. Exhale completely, and then inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Just feel the vibration. join both the palms together and rub both the palms together. Place them on the eyes. Very slowly while blinking and looking at the palms. Open up your eyes. Come back to the smile. Namaste to everyone. Welcome to your pranayama class. So last time we discussed about Kapalbhati, the last class we had, and a few doubts came up. So one was, is it a good practice for constipation? So yes, uh, because constipation is a bath-related disorder, and this helps you to increase the heat of the body. So it's working in that way, and it will help you with the problem of constipation. Any patient who is undergoing that issue will be helped by the practice of Kapalbhati.
Yeah. Yes, please.
And yeah,
Can you
any
hear
other
me?
yeah.
Okay, sorry for not attending your class because of some reasons, but I watched the recorded classes and I watched the last class about the Kapalabhati. And you said that we have to straight our back and sit on Padmasana, right?
Yeah, if you
Uh, okay, but I want to ask if we can practice Kapalabhati on standing posture or on plank pose. Is that right or not?
see, if you come to the practice of pranayam, then it is not advisable. Okay, in the last class I also told you that it's a shat karma, the practice that we are doing. It's more of a cleansing practice. So it's very important for you to like do it in a seated posture. So plank, if somebody is making you practice it with plank, be very mindful when you are doing it. But when you come into the practice of pranayama in modern times, I also told you that in modern times, Kapalbhati is considered to be a pranayama. So this practice has to be done in a seated posture. It cannot be done in a standing posture or like like a plank posture. So is somebody making hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, you can repeat it, please.
I was saying that you cannot practice it in a standing position or plank position. The At least the practice that I introduced. So there are a lot of variations of Kapalbhati also. So some of them like there are different cleansing techniques. So those are done in standing position. They are considered to be a part of Kapalbhati only. But the one I introduced last time in the class, it has to be done in a sitting posture. Your back needs to be straight. And that posture is important because, um, when we sit for pranayama, when we sit for meditation, then there are certain postures that are generally recommended. And it's because the energy needs to travel up and not go down. That is why when you sit even in a cross-legged position, the energy is locked. The lower body energy is completely locked over there, and then the pranayama is able to help you to uh, shift that energy like up. In the philosophy classes also I discussed, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, when we talked of Hatha Yoga and what Hatha Yoga is doing. So it's basically helping you to take the energy from the lower body to the upper body, right, along the chakras. So that is why it's necessary for you to practice it in a sitting posture.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So
Hi. I mentioned last time I get really cold, so I put a jumper on. I'll just see if it makes a difference, shall I? Because I always get cold when I do this, but which is I will just experiment today.
Okay, just experiment today. I was actually going to come to this only, that if you're sweating, that's okay. Just right now, just observe that thing, because if it continues, then it's an issue. But when we go into pranayam, then there are different stages that are described. One of them is sweating only. So initially, a lot of toxins are released from the body. Maybe that is what is happening. The worst thing is happening for you. So if this continues, then it is an issue for us. So today I'll observe you also. Okay. So let me check also once if you how you are practicing it. Yeah. So
You
after
need
Mhm.
I put the video on, or
When we'll practice, that is when you can turn the video on. Okay. So let me at least introduce today's pranayam. Then we will go into practice. Okay. Okay. So today we are going with Surya Bhedana pranayam. New pranayam is being introduced. Yeah. Surya Bhedana pranayam. Yeah, I've written it down in the chat box also. Suryabhedana. pranayama. Surya Bhedana pranayam. This is also called right nostril breathing. So today we are stepping into the first pranayam practice. Vitality stimulating breath, another name for it, but more commonly known by the name of right nostril breathing. Okay, so Surya, the term Surya means sun. And Bhedana, this term means to pierce or to awaken. Okay, so Surya Bhedana. So you are working. Sun also refers to in the Hatha Yoga class I told you. Sun energy also represents the Pingala nadi. Pingala. Yeah. So this pranayam is working on the awakening of the Pingala nadi, the working of the right nostril, making the right nostril dominant when you are breathing. And the right nostril is mostly connected with the activeness that you experience. So the sympathetic nervous system is activated when we go for Surya Bhedana pranayama. And this is a very good pranayam to, in general, purify the Pingala nadi. So this is specifically working on this nadi. And this pranayam is done mostly in a similar manner as nadi shodhan, just the breathing is a little bit reversed and main focus is again on the right nostril. Okay. So let me start with the normal, what you're going to, like how you're going to sit. So again, you're going to sit in a cross-legged position. You can go for any Padmasan or Padmasan, wherever any posture in which your spine is straight is recommended, and it's actually making 90-degree with the ground. When you sit, you will see that your spine is actually at 90-degree angle with the ground. So that is very, like, that is what I mean when I say that any posture in which your spine is straight. So it doesn't just mean that the spine is straight. It also means that you are at 90-degree angle with the ground. Okay. Pranayams are generally performed in sitting postures only. Again, your repetitions will be, like, for a beginner, repetitions are 10. Like, you begin with around 10 repetitions and then you can increase your practice. However, this pranayam should not be practiced for a very long period of time. Okay. Because this will, one thing, it's a heat generating pranayam. That's okay. Heat will be generated in the body. But your Pingala nadi will be overactivated if you practice this pranayam a lot. And even on a biological level, it might end up causing an imbalance. So the practice of Surya Bhedana pranayam, even though recommended, it's not recommended for a very long period of time. You should only go for as many rounds as you are comfortable with. When you increase the practice very gradually, you should increase the practice and do not, like, go for, like, just for achieving more rounds or completing more rounds. Keep you are continuing your practice, not keeping the body in mind. So be very aware of the body. Again, right now in India, the weather is changing, but it is still mostly hot over here. So, people who are situated over here, this pranayam should not be practiced much during this time. If you are in a colder environment, if winters are, like, you are experiencing winters, when we will experience winters over here, that is when this pranayam, like, will help you to increase the body heat. So it's very helpful if you're feeling very cold. So it will help you with that. Just a few rounds and you will see overall the body heat has increased. Okay, and in this also both the kumbhaks can eventually be introduced. However, we are only going to practice this continuously. Okay. So just inhale and exhale, you're going to practice. We're not going to go for the retention. Again, Surya Bhedana pranayam should not be practiced after eating. So this was, like, I made you write a few points before we began the classes, like the breathing practices, and one of them was that there should generally be a gap of 3 to 4 hours. And specifically for this pranayam, because it increases the heat of the body. So if you like perform this immediately after eating, then the natural your natural digestion process will be affected. Okay. So let's move to a few contraindications. I will then demonstrate the practice also to you. One more thing that you have to keep in mind when you are practicing this pranayam is that whenever you feel discomfort, you're going to suspend the practice. So this is true for any pranayam, any practice, in fact, any yogic practice. However, over here, because they're mostly working on, the Pingala nadi, which is going to generate a lot of heat, so discomfort might be experienced a little bit earlier than other practices. So immediately suspend the practice if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel dizzy at any point of time. So it works on the awakening of the Pingala nadi, and at the same time, when you exhale out through the left nostril, it also works on cleansing the Ida nadi. So it's indirectly working on the left nostril also. Yeah, but most of the work is done on the Pingala nadi. So who shouldn't perform this pranayam? You're not going to introduce this practice to anybody who is suffering from any heart disease. Anyone who is going through the problem of hypertension or high BP, this practice should not be introduced. Hyperthyroid, where already the metabolic activity is pretty high in the body. Then peptic ulcers, again, not going to introduce this practice. In the case of acid, um, someone who is mentally very active. Okay, so people who face anxiety, these types of issues, this practice should completely be avoided. Then let's move to the benefits. It is a very good pranayam if you have any Vata or Kapha disorder, okay? Imbalance of Vata and Kapha. So it is a very good practice for those people because again, it increases the heat in the body, the pitta in the body. So Vata and Kapha disorders are cured because of that. On a bodily level, your digestion will become very good. The metabolic activity of the body will become very good. Again, low BP, it will help you. And on a mental level, if you move to the mental level, it is a very good pranayam. If somebody wants to, like, is an introvert or is basically very shy. So for those people, this pranayam works on the extroversion part of the person. So anybody who um, feels the need to be more extroverted but is unable to, this pranayam will aid them. It also helps with depression. So if somebody is undergoing depression, you can introduce this practice to them. It will help them. Again, it will, as it removes the lethargy from the body, it will also remove any dullness and lethargy from the mind. It helps you to be more aware, and it's a good practice, uh, like for someone who is going to enter the practice of meditation. It acts as a good pre-practice because the mind becomes very alert and aware because of this practice. It helps people to improve their communication also. On a spiritual level, on a pranic level, like again, Pingala Nadi is getting activated, and even the impurities of the Ida Nadi are going to be expelled out with the exhalation through the left nostril. So these are like the benefits that you derive out of this practice. So once again, if you feel uncomfortable at any point of time, suspend the practice. Right now, we're going to go for 1:1 ratio, which is if you're taking 5 seconds to inhale, then you will take 5 seconds to exhale also. Okay, so let me demonstrate this practice to you. Okay, great. So, like in Nadi Shodhan, the same process we are going to go through. So we're going to bring the right hand up, fold the first two fingers and form the pranayama mudra, or you can go for the Vishnu mudra, placing the first two fingers on the forehead like eyebrow center, and the ring finger, little finger and thumb will remain free for you to close the nostrils. Okay. So again, we're going to just like in Nadi Shodhana, we are adopting the posture. Same thing is going to happen over here. You're going to sit in a comfortable posture. Left hand can be in any mudra that you like. So in last class, I also talked a little bit about the mudras that you can adopt. So you can go ahead, adopt any mudra that you prefer with the left hand, and with the right hand, your mudra is already decided, either of the two, whichever you're comfortable with. Okay. So once you form the mudra, exhale completely, expel out all the air. And now see the difference. Like in Nadi Shodhana, we first close the right nostril, but over here now we are going to close the left nostril. Okay. So closing the left nostril, I will start inhaling through the right nostril. Okay. And then after I've inhaled, I will gently close the right nostril, exhale through the left. This is one round. Like this again. After exhaling through the left nostril, I'm not breathing in through the left. I am again closing the left and inhaling through the right. Okay. So this is how you're going to constantly practice this pranayama, where inhalation through right, exhalation through left. Again, repeat that cycle. Inhale through right, exhale through left. Okay. Any doubts in the technique? Okay. Huh? You can't see the difference from Nadi Shodhana. Okay. So in Nadi Shodhana, first difference is that we are going to close the right nostril first in Nadi Shodhana practice. Yeah, I'm telling you. So in alternate nostril breathing, what is happening is my thumb is closing the right nostril first, and I'm starting to inhale through the left nostril. Over here, it's opposite. I am closing my left nostril, so the ring finger or the ring and little finger will close the left nostril, and inhalation starts through the right nostril. First difference between Nadi Shodhana and Surya Bhedana is this practice. Okay, so inhaling through the right, exhaling through the left, then again inhaling through the right. So in alternate nostril breathing, the nostril you were exhaling with, that same nostril you inhaled with that nostril, right? So once I inhaled through the left, I closed my left nostril, exhaled through the right. Then again I inhaled through the right, and then exhaled through the left. This was happening in alternate nostril breathing. However, in this practice, I'm inhaling through the right nostril, so exhaling through the left, and then again I'm closing the left nostril, inhaling through the right nostril, and again exhaling through the left nostril. So again and again I'm repeating that same practice. Okay, let me write this down in the chat box also, so it becomes a little more like you can write it down in your notes. So
Is this practice done on the other side as well, and it's called something else?
yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
I'll introduce that on, but that's for a future class. Okay, so you have that in your course, and I will introduce that. It's called Chandra Bhedan Pranayama. Okay, so I think we can begin the practice. Any doubts? So again, this and Kapalbhati both increase the heat. So in the body, so we will do one round of Kapalbhati today. But if the heat increases too much in the body, then suspend the practice. Okay. So let's first go for one round of Kapalbhati, and then we will go for one round of Surya Bhedana. So Rupaji, for you, what I will say is, like I'll be observing you today, but once again, see after Kapalbhati when you go into Surya Bhedana, then is there a shift in the body temperature for you? Because even Surya Bhedana will increase the heat in the body. So if it's leading to a drop in temperature, then the reverse process is happening for you. So let's see that. Yeah. Okay. Hi. Okay. So let's check that. Okay. So let's begin today's practice. So first we are going to just into a little bit breathing. First we're just going to go for some yogic deep breathing today. Then we are going to go into the practice of Kapalbhati, and then we will go into the practice of Surya Bhedana. Okay. So everybody back and neck straight, just close the eyes, and then you can just start observing your breath. Just work with the natural breath right now. And be in the posture. Be in your posture. Just relax the neck and shoulders. Relax your face. Keep the body relaxed. And go deeper. Relax the mind. And prepare the mind for the practice of yogic deep breathing. Just exhale out completely. And then as you inhale, expand the abdomen and completely expand your chest. You feel a little rise in the collarbones. And as you exhale, go into the reverse process. Collarbones, chest, they relax, and then the abdomen squeezes in. Go for a few rounds of yogic deep breathing, preparing yourself for the next practice. With each exhalation, just relax the body. Feel the breath go in and come out. And with each breath, just go deeper. And complete 3 more rounds of yogic deep breathing. Then you can suspend the practice. And just come back to the normal breath after that. Observe your mind, your breath. Now let's just make sure that our back is straight. Prepare ourselves for the practice of Kapalbhati. Make sure that your lower back is straight. And then let's just go for the 3 breaths. Yeah. So exhale completely. And then begin to inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And with the exhalation, begin your practice. Contract the abdomen properly and exhale out. Go for active exhalation. Just complete 15 to 20 rounds. And with your last exhalation, completely suspend the practice. Go for deep exhalation in the last round. Then just allow your body to breathe. Observe and feel the impact of Kapalbhati. Just check your body, check the breath, check the mind. Go for normal breathing now. And once you feel ready, once you feel just that your temperature is back to normal, and you can just very slowly and gently form the pranayama mudra once again. For the first two fingers, place them on the root of the thumb, or you can place them on the eyebrow center. And close the left nostril now. Close the left nostril and inhale through the right nostril. As you inhale through the right nostril, after the inhalation is complete, close the right nostril, exhale through the left nostril. Then once again, close the left nostril, start inhaling through the right nostril. And then close the right nostril, exhale through the left nostril. Go at your own pace, continue the practice, close the left nostril, inhale through the right, and then close the right nostril, exhale through the left. Just keep continuing your practice. Go for 5 more rounds. And feel the heat of the body rise as you practice. Once you finish your 5 rounds, you can relax the hand. Just stay connected, stay focused. And specifically check how your body feels. If you're not feeling the warmth yet, then you can practice 5 more rounds just to experience the pranayama properly. You can go ahead, practice 5 more rounds. Otherwise, you can just observe. Just go at your own pace. When you complete the practice, again, relax the hands. Back and neck will remain straight, and just observe. Let's join both the palms together and up both the palms. And keep them on the eyes, allowing the eyes to absorb this heat. One more time, wrap both the palms together. Keep them on the eyes. And very slowly, while blinking and looking at the palms, come back, open up the eyes. So, a few observations that I made. Kate and Menea, yeah? Am I pronouncing it right? Oh, great. So, you guys, when I observed you, so for you, like you are closing the nostrils very, like you're placing a lot of pressure. So, in the beginning sessions also, I have mentioned this. So, if you place a lot of pressure, like on the nostril that you're closing, the other nostril will also get a little bit blocked. So, one thing is I'm just gently closing and, very normally it's moving. But for you guys, at least my observation was that it was really like bending your nose. So there was a lot of pressure. So try to reduce this pressure just normally. And at this portion of the nose, you can just very gently close and then it's just very gentle movement. That your fingertips are only there to close the nose, the nostril, so that the breath can go in through the other nostril. Apart from that, there is no role. Yeah, if there is extra pressure, this will also be blocked. So if I'm closing this with a lot of pressure, then the other nostril will be slightly blocked. So the inhalation won't be able to go very well. Apart from that, for both of you, I think the practice was good because three of you had switched on the camera, so I could only observe three of you. So, Rupa ji, for you, when you were doing Kapalbhati, your body was moving. So I think right now you need to work on that. So that is also one of the things which might not support your experience right now. Basically, the thing like with Kapalbhati, the heat increases. So right now, because the body is also moving, maybe energy is not able to flow in that manner. So first you need to attain stability in the body. And how was your experience today? Like, did you again feel a drop in temperature, or what was it?
Yeah, we did like 15 rounds. Normally I feel it when I do more, but even in that short time, I could feel the cold in my arm, in my limbs, my arms, and I'm actually really cold. Yeah, but my circulation isn't great anyway. Unfortunately, my hands and feet are really cold. I suffer with something called Raynaud's. It's when the fingertips go really like rock hard, cold, change color. So sometimes maybe I'm just an exceptional case. Maybe, but I didn't realize I was moving in the Kababati. Only the stomach was. So was my whole body moving or something? Or
I saw the like upper body move with the practice. So
okay.
I think more stability will help you, like, because right now you're not able to practice it like uh, slowly the effortlessness will start coming in where only your abdomen is moving. So until then, you will have to continue the practice. So apart from that, can you write down the name of your condition in the chat box? I would really want to read about this thing. Then uh, I will be able to help you out better.
Yeah,
I just
because in the I think it was your class or maybe the Ayurvedic class, they were saying not to have too many spices, but that's the reason I have spices is to keep me warm, like mainly. But I know it's not good. Um, it changes the state of the food. But I'm always cold. I'll write it.
I'll just write that down. How about the others? Were you able to feel the heat when the body, like when you practice Surya Bhedana, or was it too less? Like the rounds were too less and you couldn't feel the difference?
Yeah, I was able to feel the heat in the body, but I do have that cold right now, so a little bit. I had just done 4 round, I guess, just because of cold. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So your nose is blocked?
Um, Not completely, partially, I can say. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah. So
okay, that's okay. Hmm. So just wait for it to subside, and then like it should actually help you to drain out the mucus also, but other practices will be able to help you more, like Jal Neti. If you practice, if you don't have fever right now, you
no,
can
no, no.
just
I don't have. Yeah,
go for Jal Neti, then that will help you to clear this, you know.
yeah, yeah. I'll do practice. Thank you.
Okay, okay, so we
In
have
my
one.
in my case, I did not feel the heat in the first round. That's why I did a second round. But I can feel that my nostrils are clear now.
Oh, good. Now you know how to unblock the nostrils. Then for you, this practice works. So if you ever feel blockage, then you can go for a few rounds of Surya Bhedana and then work with other pranayams. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so I've taken the name of the condition that you've written. So I'll read up more about it. Okay. And apart from that, if there are any other doubts, let me know. No doubts?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Yeah.
Okay, can we hold our breath before exhalation in this type of breathing?
Yes, you can. It's an advanced practice. So first you need to perfect this one and then you can go ahead and go into retention. You can go for both retention. So in the beginning of the classes, I mentioned 2 retentions. So this practice also incorporates both the retentions, but those are very advanced practices. Yeah. Okay. So in general, this will help
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Yeah. In general, Rupaji, this will help you to increase the heat in the body. So you can go for, like, you can experiment with this a little bit.
Yeah, I really, really want to experience that. I just wonder if I need to do it with my socks and gloves on to get
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah. Let me read up more about it. I'll get back to you on this.
Okay.
Okay, so let's end today's class then. So we'll chant Om one time, followed by three Shanti. Okay, just gently close the eyes and inhale deeply for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Join both the palms together and rub both the palms. Keep them on the eyes very slowly while blinking and looking at the palms. Open up the eyes. Come back with a smile. And namaste to everyone. Happy weekend to all of you. And I will see all of you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.